Is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news and intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversations. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
Good morning and welcome to Guardian Radio AM. And today is Tuesday, February 24th. It's a little after 11 o'clock in the morning. And once again, this is C.A. Newry, and I shall be your host for the day. Today we have something special, right? We're going to be celebrating one night with Dario. Dario is a master butcher. He's going to be here in the Bahamas at one night at Karna Restaurant. I'm kind of excited about it because we're talking about high-end meat. We're talking about high-end dining. And in studio today, we have, let me see if I can pronounce the name correct, Faisal Farouk. Yes, who is here. He's going to be representing Karna Restaurant. He's going to be talking about this spectacular event that's going to be happening today. So I'm going to get a brief review of what's going to be happening. And then we're going to introduce Dario and speak to him about him being a butcher. And how is it that he's in the Bahamas? And how is it that this premiere event is happening tonight? And what time is it happening tonight? I'll let Farouk go through all of that right now.
Yes, good morning, everyone. I'm Faisal Farouk, Director of Beverage SLS Hotel in Bahama. I used to be a general manager of Karna almost 5 years. So I know better than anybody in Karna, right? So this is a great event, especially we did it for a local community, for local people, because Dario never travel much, because Dario always is travel only for a culinary on festival. But he is coming to enjoy with us, right? So butcher. So you can see it in a Netflix. So when you go to Dario in a Netflix and chef tables, so you can see everything about Dario. Okay, so
Dario's international. Let me say that. I mean, you put his name in the search engine, all kind of things comes up. I'm kind of excited about that.
He's not only in Bahamas. So he's restaurant in a small restaurant in Panzano in Italy. So you have a restaurant in Dubai. So a restaurant in Singapore. So he did in Hong Kong. So he pop up everywhere in Doha. And then you have like a plenty restaurants. He's an upcoming restaurants as well, right? He's amazing human being, right? So he smile with the guests, so he talking with the guests, so he go to all the tables. So how are you doing? He's a legendary butcher. I can say he's one of the best butcher in the world. Right?
And before I speak to Dario, Dario Cecchini, I'm trying to pronounce that name correctly, right?
Perfect.
I want to outline what to expect tonight because everything's sold out. I was trying to get a booking, but everything's sold out already.
Of course.
So what to expect tonight? Because the event starts at 7 p.m., right?
I'm telling you right now, right? So it's not only one event for today. So it's going to be upcoming event in future as well. Right? So today is the first event we are starting, right? So it's a West Home Australian beef, okay? So with the Dario. The West Home is one of the legendary meat in Australia. Okay, so it's a West Home. Yeah, it's a crossbreed of Angus in Wagyu. So The Wagyu is a meat come from Japan. So how you call, like a champagne is come from France, the sparkling anywhere around the world, right? So anything come from apart from the Japan is like a crossbreed. Okay, it's a crossbreed of Angus and Wagyu. You have a nice flavor from Angus, so we have a nice marbling from the Wagyu. So it's melting in your mouth.
Nice.
Okay? So Westholme is started in Brisbane to Darwin. It's a big land. They're growing in the cattle. Australia is the best place to grow. So not only the meat come from Australia, everything is a halal meat as well for the Muslims. Okay. So Australia is the biggest meat producer in the world, but Westholme is a top beef in Australia. Okay. So not only that, so we are doing Penfolds as a wine pairing. Okay.
Oh, so we can be wine pairing.
Yes,
also.
wine pairing dinner, Penfolds. Okay. So how we do it in the wine pairing? So the wines come from Australia. The Penfolds is growing wine from US as well. So you can see the comparison. How you do Wagyu, how you do the Angus, the Medj, the same thing. The Shiraz is coming from Australia. The Cabernet is coming from Australia. The Shiraz is coming from US. The Cabernet is coming from Australia. You can see the comparison. The same thing. The wine. So the harvesting is completely different, right?
So this is going to be a high-end event.
Yes, it's going to be a northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere competition, right? So Australian harvesting is a March, okay? So US is harvesting in September. So you're going to try the grapes harvesting in September, harvesting in March, right? It's completely different style. In Australia is one of the oldest wine region as well, and plus Australia and Chile never affect phylloxera. You know, phylloxera means the grape root diseases, right? So we can find in Australia, Barossa Valley, one of the old roots, like 120 years old, 100 years old roots as well, right? So what's happening tonight? That's very important. 7 p.m. in Karna, right? As a Bahamian time, 6:30.
I got to come early.
Right,
Yes.
6:30. So when I say 6:30 in Bahamas, I tell them 6:30.
Yes.
I don't say 7 o'clock.
No.
Right? So as soon as you enter, you have a nice Negroni bar, so handcrafted cocktail. So handcrafted Negroni. So I barrel aged it one week ago. So you're going to get like a nice barrel aged Negroni,
Yeah.
handcrafted Negroni. So you enjoy with your Negroni. After that, you can see is a nice display of the Westholme meat. So you can enter the patio. So we have a nice patio. It's the biggest patio. So it's like we sold out all the tickets. So you can see it's all kind of celebrity guests in Bahamas. I don't know,
Yes.
some ministers is going to be
It's
there.
who's who of the Bahamas will be there. Okay.
Of course, Leslie Brace is going to be here tonight.
Yes, definitely.
So we have like a lot of high-end guests whoever live in Bahamas. Mostly it's like 95% of the guests from Bahamas.
Okay, good.
Okay,
Good.
so that's why people is asking, why is it $300? What is happening? That's a piece of meat, $300, right? So we're going to serve tomahawk.
Tomahawk. I know about tomahawk. Yes.
Right?
That's pricey.
So even in Kana, we don't have a Wagyu tomahawk. We don't, because we do it for only this event, because tomahawk is very expensive. So we have a regular tomahawk is almost $300, right? So when you go into like a Wagyu tomahawk, you're going to dine in Kana. So it's going to be $500 to $600,
Yes.
right? Plus you have a high-end wine pairing with the Penfolds. It's going to be amazing, right? So you can buy this wine is like $140, $150 as a bottle, right? And then we're going to do like a 4-course. So it's going to be like a fantastic dinner. People going to enjoy. People going to talk about this dinner after the dinner as well.
You mentioned that this is not going to be the only one. That is going to be a series
Yes.
of
So
events.
he's going to be in future. So we're going to invite Dario. So he's going to be a different meat and different wine pairing and then different event. Right?
Okay.
So it is going to be a series forever.
Good.
Yeah.
Let me introduce, right? Cecchini.
Cecchini.
I got to
Yes.
practice my Italian sound with that. Cecchini.
Yeah.
To everybody, right? And you could Google his name, right? Ceccchini. Let me spell
Yes.
that one more time. Ceccchini, right? Who is a world famous butcher. Right, he's
a legendary
Legendary. People seek him
Yes.
out. In order
Famous
to-
is different.
Yes.
Legendary is different.
There you go. There
Right?
you go. But I want to know his story about how he became a butcher, right? And then his journey about being I don't think it's appropriate to call him a celebrity chef, But a celebrity butcher, maybe?
Celebrity butcher, yes.
Celebrity butcher?
Yes.
Where people seek him out and say, come,
Yes.
I want you to do a display. But I need to hear this journey.
I can tell you definitely, how much knife he have.
Can you imagine?
How he treat animals. So everything his passion is about a love. It's not about like a regular butcher, right?
Yes.
So how treat the animals, how he love his job.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see his dress up, you can see his dress for
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. The whole event. Without further ado, Mr. Dario Cecchini. Good? Oh,
Yes.
good. Introduce yourself formally, and I wanted a brief narrative of how you became a butcher. I know you're from a family of butchers. Go ahead.
Bene, buongiorno soprattutto. La mia è una storia molto semplice.
So my story is a simple one.
Nasco in una famiglia di macellai in un piccolissimo villaggio nel cuore della Toscana.
I was born into a family of butchers in a tiny village in the heart of Tuscany.
Sono l'ottava generazione di macellai di padre in figlio.
I am the 8th generation of the art of butchery being passed on from father to son.
Il villaggio si chiama Panzano in Chianti e ha solo 1000 persone.
Our village is called Panzano in Chianti, and it's made up of just 1,000 inhabitants.
La mia idea nella vita era di fare altro, era di fare il veterinario.
My plan actually, when I was young, was to be something else entirely. I planned to be a veterinarian.
Ma mentre studiavo all'università, non avevo nemmeno 20 anni, i genitori sono morti.
But as I was studying veterinary science at university, I wasn't yet even 20 years old. My parents both passed away.
Era l'unica possibilità di sopravvivere e fare il macellaio.
And so my only choice to survive and to keep the rest of my family together was to become a butcher.
Ho messo la mia passione, la mia anima, il mio coraggio in questo lavoro.
I put my passion, my soul, and all of my courage into this work.
Sempre mantenendo la tradizione e la filosofia di famiglia.
Always maintaining the tradition and the philosophy of my family.
Di dare la miglior vita possibile agli animali.
To give the best life possible to our animals.
La morte più onesta.
The most honest death possible to them.
E usare tutto bene dal naso alla coda.
And to be sure that every part is used well, from nose to tail.
Tenere sempre presente che la missione del macellaio è uccidere animali per nutrire la comunità.
I always keep in mind that the work of a butcher is to kill, to nourish the community.
E quindi bisogna avere il massimo rispetto e responsabilità per la loro vita.
So someone in my position must have extreme respect and extreme responsibility toward the life of the animal.
E di non dimenticare mai di ringraziare per la carne che nutre la nostra vita.
And that we never ever forget to give thanks for this meat that nourishes our lives.
Questo è il mio viaggio di soli 51 anni in macelleria.
And this has been my path for the last 51 years working in my butcher shop.
Carna a Bahamar è il mio primo ristorante fuori dalla Toscana.
Carna here at Bahamar is my first restaurant outside of Tuscany.
Ed è il mio orgoglio.
And I'm incredibly proud of it.
Essere a Bahamas è una gioia incredibile.
And being here in the Bahamas for me is an incredible joy.
Io adoro questo popolo.
I love the people.
Perché sono tutti gentili, è un'empatia incredibile.
Everybody I have met has been so incredibly kind and empathetic.
È la mia seconda casa
I truly feel it's my second home.
e sono orgogliosissimo di questo.
And I'm incredibly proud of this.
E questa è semplicemente la mia storia.
And that is my story.
Man, you know you've been mesmerized and you just want to listen more
Yes.
about it. But let's talk about meat. In your restaurants, you are famous for cutting up beef and pork, right? I don't necessarily know the difference, but what is the difference in the cuts of the various beefs?
Sono tagli artigianali di tradizione e anche di mia ispirazione.
My cuts are traditional, but also some of them are new inspiration that I've come up with.
Ed è una filosofia molto semplice.
And my philosophy is very, very simple.
Cercare da ogni taglio di ottenere la ricetta migliore.
For each cut, I simply look for the very best recipe possible.
Pensare che non c'è un taglio migliore, ma che c'è un modo migliore di cucinarlo.
I concentrate on the idea that there is not a single best cut in the animal, but there is a best way to prepare and use each cut.
Non è una piramide in cui il filetto è in cima, ma è un cerchio in cui tutto diventa armonia.
I do not look at the cuts of a cow, for example, as a pyramid where one or two are at the very top, the fillet, the T-bone, and the rest are somehow less important. I look at the animal and all of its cuts like a harmonious circle where every single part can be equally as delicious if prepared well.
La missione del macellaio artigiano, è spiegare che non c'è solo il taglio perfetto, ma c'è anche la cottura perfetta.
I feel like the job of a really good butcher is to explain that there isn't just the perfect cut, but there is also a perfect preparation for that cut.
È per questo che la cena di stasera con il Wagyu di Weston non è solamente una cena sensazionale, ma
Well, that's why the dinner tonight with our West Home meats is going to be not just a simple dinner. It's going to be an experience
è il manzo migliore nelle mani migliori.
because it will be the best beef in the best hands.
Quando penso alla carne per spiegare, io fo come ha fatto Faisal l'esempio del vino.
When I think about meat, like Faisal, when he's speaking about wine,
Non basta avere l'uva migliore,
it's not enough to just have the best grapes.
ma ci vuole l'arte per farla diventare un vino eccellente.
You need art to make those grapes into the best wine.
Ci vogliono le due cose.
And that's how it is with meat as well. You need art and wonderful material to work with.
E Carna è il posto migliore per celebrare il Wagyu, il manzo Wagyu di Weston.
And I think our restaurant Cardna is the best place possible to celebrate this incredible West Home meat.
Prenderemo cura del manzo e dei nostri ospiti per farla diventare una cena indimenticabile.
The meat has been well raised. We take care of it in the same way that we take care of our. We're passionate about keeping our guests happy and well taken care of, and all of that put together is going to create an incredible experience, an incredible dinner.
Sapete, quando queste due cose si fondono, diventa un potere incredibile.
When all of this comes together, it melts together, it creates an experience unforgettable.
Possiamo rendere perfettamente felici i nostri ospiti alla nostra tavola.
Because my mission is to make my clients be absolutely happy at our table.
Abbiamo il potere solo quando nel tempo che rimangono alla nostra tavola.
Because we just have this moment in time, the time that they are at our table.
Ma questa felicità rimane nel cuore e diventa un ricordo bellissimo da portare dentro.
But I hope that the happiness that they enjoy at the table will stay in their hearts and that they will carry it forward with them.
E metteremo tutta la nostra passione, la nostra arte, il nostro sapere per rendere questa sera così?
We will put our passion, our heart, and our knowledge together to make this something that our guests will really, really enjoy.
Saranno soldi spesi benissimo per la felicità.
It'll be money well spent for a moment of happiness.
Money well spent.
Yes.
Mr. Farouk, as you know, Karna is the premier restaurant in the Bahamas.
Of course.
People are driven towards Karna for a
Yes.
reason, for an experience.
Yes.
So you brought Mr. Cecchini here for an experience
Yes.
to celebrate the art of meat.
Of course, because you have to give back to our community as well. So Karna is always busier for the people. It's come from tourists and stuff, but we never given back to any of our communities. To be honest, we don't make money for this dinner because we want to enjoy with our community, right? So people come to Karna to order this restaurant meat as like 12 ounce or 11 ounce. You have to spend like $200, $250 plus,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So we wanted to give us some nice experience. People order the expensive meat, right? So we wanted to give an experience this never happened before.
Yes.
Right? It's never happened before. We never serve Australian Westrom Wagyu Tomahawk at all. So this is the first event. So we brought it in the Westrom. We wanted to pick up like the best meat and best wine pairing to enjoy with your
So
community.
it's an exposure.
It's an exposure, of course. So people always say is a Wagyu is a luxury, like a Rolls Royce of the meat. Right? People, when you tried it, you can enjoy it, you can feel it. So that's very important.
I'm Caribbean.
Yeah.
I love Caribbean flavors and Caribbean seasoning and
Yes.
the fusion.
Yes.
How you seasoning this Welsh Westrom meat?
Listen, if you wanted to, my experience, so I'm experienced in steakhouses almost 13, 14 years. You wanted to eat the best meat, you wanted to see the best flavor of the meat, just salt and pepper.
Just salt and pepper?
That's it. You no need to mix nothing, right? You no need to do any magic. If you want, you know who do all the magics? The worst meat, the frozen meats and stuff, they put it in the buffet, they put plenty of sauces, they mix up with everything. You want the best meat to eat, you just put a salt and pepper. That is the best way to eat the best meat.
I wanted to ask Mr. Cecchini another question about the various restaurants that you have around the world or in Tuscany. I just want to get a name listing of what people can go and search for to experience. Can you give us some names there?
Allora, la casa madre è e rimarrà sempre Panzano in Chianti.
So home base is and always will be in Panzano in Chianti.
Sapete, qualche volta mi dicono hai fatto strada nella vita.
Sometimes someone will tell me, wow, you've come a long way in your life.
E io rispondo sì, ho fatto circa 10 metri.
And I say, yep, about 10 meters.
Sono nato nella casa di fronte alla macelleria.
Because I was born in the house directly across the street from my butcher
E
shop.
non è nemmeno la via principale del paese che è una sola, è una via secondaria.
It's not even the main street of town, it's just a little side street.
Ma abbiamo ora un ristorante in Valdarno, un nuovo tipo di fast food.
But now we've grown, and nearby, in about 45 minutes from our little village, we have a sandwich shop, Panini.
Sì, e siccome veniamo dal Chianti classico, siamo nel centro del Chianti classico, la zona centrale in Toscana per il vino,
And since we come from the heart of the Chianti Classico wine region,
abbiamo anche un ristorante nell'altra zona del vino che è Bulgari.
we have a restaurant also in another famous wine region in Italy, the Bolgheri.
E anche,
Area.
e anche un ristorante in Firenze.
A third location near to our home base is in Florence, which is about a 45-minute drive from our tiny village.
Tutti sono con il nome chiaramente di Dario Cecchini.
These restaurants all carry the name Dario Cecchini.
E abbiamo un ristorante ad Hong Kong e uno a Singapore.
We have Karna restaurants also located in Hong Kong, in Singapore.
e 2 ristoranti sulle navi, sulla Sun Princess e sulla Star Princess, che arrivano a Bahamas.
We have a Karna restaurant in Dubai as well, and 2 that are a Dario chicken with Princess Cruise Lines located on 2 of their latest ships.
Ma ripeto che il primo ristorante del cuore fuori da Panzano, fuori dal villaggio, è Karna a Bahamas.
But I repeat, my baby, my first restaurant outside of Panzano, outside of Italy, is Karna here at Bahamar.
Mi ricordo benissimo che quando ci hanno proposto di venire a Bahamas, ho detto io non sono mai stato là e non so cosa c'è.
I remember when first received the proposal of opening a restaurant here in the Bahamas. I thought, I've never been there. I can't imagine what it would be like.
E mi ricordo che abbiamo fatto il nostro primo viaggio, io e la mia moglie Kim, per vedere la costruzione del ristorante.
So we came. It was our first travel experience here in the Bahamas, me and my wife Kim, here to see the restaurant as they were building it out.
Io credo sempre molto nell'empatia.
I believe very deeply always in empathy.
Sono tantissimi anni che lavorando nella macelleria non ho tempo per molti discorsi per capire chi ho davanti.
After many, many years of working in the butcher shop, one thing I realize is I don't always have a lot of time to figure out who I have standing in front of me.
Cioè quelle cose, chi sei, da dove vieni, no, non ho mai fatto così.
I don't spend time saying, who are you, what do you do, where do you come from? No, I don't have time for that in the butcher shop.
Si guarda, capisce se c'è empatia.
I look straight into somebody's eyes and I immediately understand, do I have empathy with this person?
Anche perché io non parlo nemmeno inglese e la maggior parte parlano inglese, quindi ho sviluppato, sento dentro questa empatia.
And in fact, as you can hear, I don't speak much English, and I have a lot of visitors who come from outside of Italy. So I just look straight into a person's eyes and I say, is this person somebody that I feel?
E ho visto subito dall'inizio che tutti sono gentili, hanno un bel sorriso e ho detto è un posto giusto.
And so that first trip here to the Bahamas, I felt it. I looked into people's eyes. I felt their kindness, their smile, and I said, yes, this is a place for me.
È un popolo positivo.
This is a very, very positive community.
È come essere arrivato e aver ricevuto subito una carezza, un benvenuto.
It's like arriving to a new place and immediately you feel embraced.
E sono ancora più convinto, dopo tutti questi anni, di aver fatto la scelta giusta.
And after all of these years, I am ever more convinced to have made the right choice.
Vogliamo essere qui per onorare le Bahamas
We're here to honor the Bahamas
e quindi per portare più ricchezza possibile a questo popolo, più ricchezza non solo materiale ma anche spirituale.
and so we're here to bring our style of spirituality here to the Bahamas.
Io sono un artigiano,
I'm an artisan.
il mio è il più ricco del cimitero,
My path in life is not to become the richest man in the cemetery,
ma è lasciare un buon messaggio per la generazione futura.
but to leave a good message for the future
Il
generations.
mio lavoro è come un messaggio dentro una bottiglia,
My work is like a message in a bottle.
è la speranza che qualcuno raccolga la bottiglia, la apra, legga il messaggio e gli sia di ispirazione per la vita.
My words are like that message in a bottle. I hope that somebody out there will find the bottle, will open it, will read the message, and will be inspired by the work that I have done.
Come questo lavoro e la tradizione della mia famiglia è stata ed è di grande ispirazione per la mia.
I hope that as my family's work was an inspiration for me, my work will be an inspiration for the future.
Questo è il nostro messaggio con Carna e il nostro messaggio di questa fantastica cena di stasera. Sono molto commosso.
This is my message that I send out through Karna, and my message for the dinner tonight. And actually, I'm quite moved.
Good. So before you go, going back to Mr. Faisal Farouk, because I know you have to leave for other appointments. For future experience, Bahamians are sophisticated. They love high-end dining. They love high-end food, right? They love new experiences, right? This
Yes.
seems like be like an artist-type experience that is
Yes.
going to be happening tonight.
Yes.
Tonight at 7 p.m. 6:30 for the Bahamians, right? I want to know about the future events that you're going to come about. How do I make bookings? How do I hear about it? Because already a number of Bahamians will lose out on this event.
Yep.
But they want to
Yeah.
get access to the new event.
So we do every 3 months, 2 months, we do like a wine pairing dinners, not only in Kana, so we do it in Katsuya, we do it in Clio, so we do like parties in Privilege Pool, we do it parties in Sky Bar, we have parties in Barn. So SLS and Bahama is so diverse, right? So you come inside, so even today, so you want to come earlier, you have a nice aperitif in Monkey Bar, so we have a Sky Bar, so you can enjoy the sunset with the cocktails, and then you come to Kana, it's 6:30 or 7 o'clock, and then you can enjoy. So after that, you can go to the clubs, like a jazz club, so after you can go back to Sky Bar. So it's Bahama is all about, it's like experience, right? In Kana is you can have like a luxury dinner, and then our services, our staff is very experienced servers, very experienced staff in Bahamas, and whoever with us is almost like a 5 years same staff. So you could see like a 5 years ago what I have a staff, and still is my same staff and same guests. So people come to Kana, most of them are regulars. Like almost 99% of my guests is regulars.
Nice.
And a lot of local guests in the weekends.
Nice.
And then everybody is enjoying. It's not about, people always say Kana is expensive, but what do you get for this expensive?
The value.
The value, and especially like we have a great wine selections. We have a nice handcrafted cocktails. We have a beautiful bar, and people dine in the bar, so they will get like a great experience.
Good.
And that's why people talk about Kana. So still restaurant is open almost 5 years, but nobody can touch Kana because Kana is all about experience and what you get it in Kana. So you can't get this kind of meat anywhere in Bahamas, especially like our snow age Wagyu. So snow age Wagyu, I used to work in Singapore and Dubai. So they will give to only the top restaurant in the world. So they don't give to all the steakhouses, right? Especially Western. So they place it in only the best. Even we have a caviar, right? The caviar, what we use it and everything, like a Patrocian. Patrocian is one of the top French caviar. So that's the one you are like a starter with the caviar, right?
Nice.
So it's everything is experience.
It's crafted.
It's crafted, experience. You can feel it, you can enjoy it. So you can talk about it forever.
Yeah. One night with Dario at the Kana restaurant at Bahama. It's going to be tonight. At 7 o'clock. 6:30 for Bahamians, right?
6:30.
So you'll be on there on time. Right? Definitely. We were speaking to Miss Faisal Farouk and of course Mr. Dario Cecchini. I'm practicing my Italian accent right there. They're going to be experiencing the West Home beef,
Yes.
right?
Pairing dinner.
And pairing dinner,
Yes.
$300, right, for that. And they're having more events. I can't wait till you come back to tell me about the new events that you plan to have at Kano.
Definitely.
This is Guardian Radio AM. We're going to take this quick break when we will be right back.
Just sign in and have a seat, please. They'll call you in for your x-ray shortly.
That's why they call it a waiting room. You won't have that problem at Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center or Imaging at Grosvenor. We never schedule multiple appointments, so you'll be in and out in no time. And if your initial screening reveals a concern, our radiologist can conduct an alternative screening right then and there. Call 328-8157 to schedule an appointment at Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center or Imaging at Grosvenor today.
Girl, Junior just showed me Bella Boy in his phone.
What you mean? He take picture of that good-for-nothing boy?
Shh, you don't want Bella here. You say that. You know she always say that's my good child.
So what he doing in Junior phone?
Oh, he there because the police looking for him. He on their wanted list.
Wanted persons in your phone now?
Yes, child. And when police want to find anybody quick, after something happen, they can send pictures direct to your phone. Go to Google Play or App Store and search for Crack Crime Bahama.
There is also a section on missing persons?
Yes, girl. Everybody needs to get this app so police can tell us right away when these people go missing. Just like an alert system.
Yes, it has numbers for Crime Stoppers Bahamas, so you can call and nobody knows it's you. Call directly to Miami and give the information without giving your name or anything about you. I tried the other day, and when I hear Junior and his boys talking about where they hide those guns, I walk quick round the corner and call that number.
Call 328-8477 from Nassau or 242-300-8477 from the Family Islands.
Love the show? Want to give your support? Become a sponsor today. Call 302-2300 for our rates and packages. That's 302-2300. Become a sponsor on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
You try to rest, but roll with the best. For all your printing needs, there ain't no one better, no. For posters and banners, magazines and flyers, for window decals, greeting cards and newsletters. No job too big and there's no job too small. You name it, we can print it. Just give us a call. Let Print Masters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
And welcome back to Guardian Radio AM. Of course, this is C.A. Newry, and all of a sudden I'm hungry. I could do with something to eat, like one steak, one good burger, something greasy with ketchup. Yeah, but alas, I gotta be here thinking about food, whereas other people going to lunch and eating. But that's okay. Today is 242. Today, this and every 24th day of February, it's 242 day on the second month. Show your Bahamian pride, fly your Bahamian flag, wear your Bahamas flag colors, eat Bahamian foods, create and listen to Bahamian music, donate in a sequence of 242, do something 242 times, or 2.42 times, etc. Merchants, be begging you merchants to consider pricing some items at $2.42 or $24.20 or $242, etc. We're just going to have fun. Downstairs in the Guardian complex here, a media group, everybody wearing Bahamian flag colors. We're excited. We celebrate 242 in a big way. I don't see they giving out anything. I like free things. But no, Dwight didn't give me nothing. No Bahamian candies. He could have gone more, but he didn't. I just can be here again after talking about all that beef, you know. And I learned something new, something called West Home beef. I know Wagyu. Wagyu is that Japanese beef and that Australian thing. But now you're hearing that they're having it for $300 and I ain't gonna be able to taste it. I wonder if anyway, makes no sense, imagine. Let's go to the phone lines right now. Guardian Radio AM with C.A. Newry. How you doing, sir, ma'am? You live? Hey, man, what'd you say?
Man, I could not stop listening to that program, man.
It was good. His voice is soothing, and he tells a story.
Yeah, no, but the thing I like, right? Mm-hmm. It seems like he understood something about the Hebrew time that,
yes.
that plenty people don't, that plenty people, have a problem with.
Yes, and we need to actually acknowledge who we are as a people. That you need to tell Bahamians, come early, or we can come late.
It's like the guy is here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like he is settled in. He is settled into our culture.
Who are expats in the Bahamas to emerge in our culture and understand us as part of their being here.
No. You have a strong clientele going ahead, man.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Kana is a popular restaurant. They have a great product there at Kana. But part of the Bahama experience is that they have a cultural emergence for expats who come to work there. They teach you what to expect from Bahamians. If you hear that suck teeth, know that okay, time to step back and learn and watch. You don't approach Bahamians when they start sucking teeth and thing. But they do a cultural emergence class, so they know and understand the culture of Bahamians.
Oh yeah, too. I didn't know that I didn't know that the garden owners were from Auckland.
To who?
I didn't know that the garden owners were from Auckland.
They are? Well...
No, because they ain't giving away nothing on 242 days.
I understand what you mean. But I blame Dwight. Dwight people from Auckland. So that's where you know?
Yeah, that's it. That's right.
Because Alexio give out things. No, but Dwight don't give out free things.
No, they tight way.
You see when we having special projects and I have to push Dwight, so you got to provide some kind of lunch whenever if you want me to come up. You know, so that's how I get my free sandwich.
He's right out, man. That's all.
But he have the big bucks. He could spare money. It's me who live on a budget.
Sure.
Yeah, but he have that Auckland trait. He don't like share. He have that Auckland trait, man. Just saying. It's be rough sometime, man. You got to be begging for the food. Say, Dwight, you have a meeting. You got to have food there. At least some refreshments. You know.
Hey, buddy. Happy 242 Day.
Happy 242 Day. When you love the Bahamas, but you do not understand how to love it, it's like when you get something precious, but you don't know how to take care of it. You get a brand new car, but you're speeding in it. You get a brand new car, but you're eating inside it. The Bahamas is like that, where Bahamians just don't know how delicate of a country, it is. Do I dare text me say, you from Ragged Island? But I know that actor, Ferguson blood. And that inside of someplace, my people from Rumkey and West End. Well, if you're people from West End, right, then you need to explain how you want to vote. That's what you need to do, Dwight. Yeah. But anyway, let me stop reading Dwight text and continue the show. Right? We have a delicate product, right? But I find that a number of Bahamians do not know how to speak to each other. We are abusive in general, right? We tend to like foreign, which I understand being so close to the United States. I appreciate the fact that we like foreign, but we tend to betray ourselves for foreign. And that's something that we need to have a discussion with, even in terms of how we, and this is where I'm going to start on my tantrum about what's happening in North Andros regarding, again, the Mennonites. And there were some people who text me and said, what you have against the Mennonites? It's not that I have anything against them. I understand the grouping. I understand that they're a religious sect and they're here to find spirituality in God. I can appreciate that. But I understand that the Bahamas is at a crossroads where we are trying to create a product. We're trying to protect ourselves, develop ourselves to be independent of entities, independent of these world schemes, right? But to know that we are now dependent on a particular group in the bread basket of the Bahamas, I find problematic. Not problematic with them, but problematic with the idea that I now have to go to the Mennonites to get a mechanic. That shouldn't be. I now have to go to the Mennonites to get access to a tractor. That shouldn't be. If the tractor break down, or if I have the Bamsey tractor break down, if we don't go to the Mennonites and say, man, can you look at this? The tractor just rot right there. That's problematic for me. I thought, that the Mennonites was a private society, one of those gated society, where they do subsistence farming. And if they grow anything, they grow it to export, right? And the residuals, the extras, they sell to Bahamians. Not that they're now competing. They're competing with Bamsey. They're competing with Bahamian farmers, right? We now so reliant on them that when there is friction, entire societies closes down. I find that problematic. And this is why I keep on bringing it up, right? I'm not mad, no. I'm just saying that I find it problematic. And I think Bahamians need to find it problematic. And I believe that we need to pressure our government to say, fix it. I appreciate the Mennonites being here, but I can't go get my tractor from them no more. No, I can't go them to get my mechanic. No, I want a Bahamian mechanic. Right? Let's go to the phone lines there, Kermit. We're going to have an open line for the rest of this show here. Go ahead, caller. Guardian Radio AM.
Anyway, Kermit.
That's Kermit. You pushed pat through to me already. The Cecil.
Yeah. I need to protect you from yourself.
Nothing wrong with protecting me from myself.
No. Honestly, I've been a mechanic since I was 15 years old.
You've been a mechanic from 16 years old?
16 years old.
Yeah.
Now I'm past 70.
Okay.
It wasn't for the expatriate, but Jamaican and Haitian mechanics.
If it wasn't for the Haitian... Let me repeat what you said. No, I'm going to engage you. If it wasn't for the Haitian and the Jamaican mechanics, what would happen to the Bahamas?
There would be no repair industry in Nassau.
There would be no type of mechanics and repair industry in the Bahamas because if there wasn't for the Haitian and the Jamaican mechanics. That's what you said.
I'm telling you that right now.
That's a fact you saying.
That's a fact.
Okay.
I specialize in... I rebuild stern rocks.
Okay.
Stern boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And for every 5 jobs I get, 1 job is brought in by a Bahamian mechanic who I know is Bahamian. Okay? Even on the... If you look around... Okay, go around all the shops in this country, right? I'll just check and see who is fixing the vehicles.
Mechanics I go to is Bahamians, actually. I haven't come across... I come across some Cubans now. Just some Cuban... Go ahead.
But though... See, you're talking to somebody who is in the industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to know where... Now, I know that it's active.
But they ain't no mechanics.
No. We have some very good... No, we got some very good guys. Okay? But in terms of... I mean, even right now, the service department in most of our... are being run by persons who are of a mixed descent. And see, when we speak about the Mennonites, right? They are a part of that community in Andros.
See, let me explain my concern. And I hear what you're saying. You're making the case for foreign labor to be here, saying that Bahamians are inadequate. I understand your point.
No.
Either we adequate. See, hold on, caller. Either we adequate or inadequate. It's only 2 points. Either you say, yes, we are efficient, therefore there's no need for them, or we inadequate, we're not efficient. Therefore, there is a need for them. There's only 2 things.
Okay,
right?
no.
My point is,
okay,
our government is spending millions of dollars to have us not be impacted by imports from them foreign places. They are spending millions educating Bahamian farmers. Millions. They're spending millions trying to get them tractors and feed to make sure we are self-sufficient, that we don't pray or have to be dependent on these outside forces because we are falling. We are faltering. They see the future, that we will collapse.
I understand.
Hold on, let me finish that. We have the Mennonites here. We welcome them here. They're here for a future. But the very idea that we invite them here and now we are dependent on them is a failure. Full stop. They helping us no more. It's a failure. Full stop. It's not that they helping us no more. We need to curb that today.
It's a failure. But let's accept where the failure is.
Where the failure is?
The failure is in us not apprehending our responsibility as citizens.
And I trying to arrest it now. That's why I'm complaining. You see me complaining? I am complaining because I see where the failure is, and I'm saying that even though I like the Mennonites, what is happening ain't good for the Bahamas.
See, it's not good in the sense you say, right?
Full stop.
But
there ain't no but.
Okay, I was in the automotive repair business for a while. I spent 10 years of that as a as a manual salesman. I used to drive all over Nassau, even gone to Freeport, trying to push books and technical stuff on how to fix vehicles. I still have about up to 1,000 books in my place right now that, ain't sell, never sold. See, we got to understand that you see things in a certain way because of your perception, okay? Your perception is informed by your perspective. Now, we have a wrong perspective on what it means to apprehend the full realm of what it means to be Bahamian. That comes with a responsibility, but it's like we just here for the party. Essentially, we act like tourists in our own country. That's our problem. Now, I appreciate your concern, but if we don't change it, the Bible says that the land is going to end up in the hands of those who are prepared to work.
I hear you, caller. It just sounds like you are willing to let this thing happen to us.
No, I still fighting.
Good. I hear,
still fighting, buddy.
and I now agitating for the government to do something.
Ask anybody, half the guys out there who fix cars, and they know what I've been these past it's like 50 plus years now. They know where I stand, and they will agree with me, and they are in the industry.
I hear you calling. I appreciate you calling. Thanks for calling. I have another caller trying to get through to comment to what you're saying, so I want to let them get through. Thanks very much again. Good. Let me read this text and go to the next caller there, Kermit. It says, CA, the Jamaicans are trying to take over the Bahamas mechanic jobs. But notice, your vehicles will continue to break down, never fixed properly, very expensive. They don't like Bahamians. One tried to take my Jeep, held it up for almost a year. Every time I hear someone complain about their mechanic, they're Jamaican, what are they doing or what are we doing? Man, I don't know. Come on, I can talk this last call. He was on hold for a while, man. I can't give him 30 seconds? Even 30 seconds? Give the man 30 seconds, man, Kermit. Just 30 seconds. Give him 30 seconds, man, Kermit. Thanks. You have 30 seconds. I beg for this. Go ahead quickly.
Hey, buddy, how you doing? We still talking about that Mennonite.
30 seconds, right? 30 seconds. Go ahead.
Hello?
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Yeah, we talking about that Mennonite thing again. It come up again. But you know what the biggest problem is on these islands is that Bahamian people need to come together. You know, the time and the day and time is gone when you carry a person, they still land on the ground trying to fix your car or put your car on blocks or whatever. That time is gone. You understand me? Technology take over. So the Mennonite really essential to our island. And trust me, I mean, I know how you feel. I feel the same way too, but you got to face reality one day. I'm not a mechanic. And when I need my car to be fixed, I need to carry it to somebody who know what they're doing, who could give me good service, and I get in and out. That's the reality of it.
I hear you. I appreciate you calling. This has been Guardian Radio AM. I want 5-star service too, though. Have a wonderful day.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, streaming on GuardianTalkRadio.com.